we are going to be talking tonight about getting your whole book life together. Listen, writing books is so key. It's so important. There she is. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I am fabulous, honey. I'm over here drinking my wine. She talking about some rise and shine.
I had to turn up my music. We're not going to let, yes, I love it. It is a Friday night, and it is Chick Chat after all.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
But yes, it's so nice to finally connect with you.
Absolutely, Queen. You as well. You look so beautiful. Yes,
Thank
ma'am, with the
you.
hat. I saw you with the brim. I was like, oh, I'm about to go get mine. But I was like, I don't want to be too late. So never mind.
Man, no time. Just hold on to your wine, child. Just hold on to your wine. But I'm so excited to have you on here tonight. I was excited to be connected to you. My publicist, shout out to her. Nicole Flo is absolutely amazing. She connected us. And listen, writing a book, this is something that is so near and dear to my heart. I wrote my first book in 2018, working on my next one now. And everyone I encounter, every CEO chick that comes through, I'm like, you have to make sure before you leave this earth that you tell your story, that you write your book. It's just nothing like seeing my kids, you know, my son who is in school for game design and marketing to like go to my book and get nuggets from it. He was on here tonight and I saw him sneaking through my live. I was like, okay, he's in college right now in Detroit. But listen, I was just super excited about tonight's topic. So for those who may not know, go ahead and introduce yourself, do your formal introduction, and then we're just gonna dive in and chat about the process.
Absolutely. And look, I'm an interactor. So for everybody watching, do us a favor. Let us know like what city and state y'all are chiming in from, because y'all are part of the conversation. My name is Taria Vision Avant, and I'm originally from Hampton. I like to say Virginia raised me, ATL paid me, and Houston saved me, because I live in Houston, Texas now. Hey, got it, right? And listen, I have been an entrepreneur since 1999. I mean, I've been on the grind for a minute, but for the first 10 years of my life, I had no success at all. Okay. No success. In fact, I joke and I say I was a professional tripreneur. I tried everything under the sun. I sold vacuum cleaners. I sold knives. I was a bail bondsman. What else I used to do? Insurance. And you had to get licensed. So you had to get your health and life insurance. And for a bail bondsman, you had to do property and casualty. Like I took all the time to do all this stuff. And like when I would try it, I would quit it. Like I was horrible. And so I see a lot of people too comment. Let me shout y'all out. Columbia, Florida, Ormond Beach. I've never heard of that. That sounds like somewhere where the water is clear.
Ormond Beach. That's on my side, in my Orlando, South, where I'm at.
Oh, okay. The water must be clear over there, honey, because you know wherever they live, they go less frequent. Atlanta, Columbia. Hello, y'all, Tampa. Hello, Baltimore, Newburgh. And so I got into, I was an entrepreneur for 10 years, unsuccessful. And I said I was a tripreneur, tried everything and would quit everything. And it honestly was not until my father, well, when I was 11, my mom passed away from cirrhosis of the liver, my birth mom. God blessed me with a second mom. So thank you so much to my mom, Veronica Terry. And then my father, when I was about 25, 26, he was diagnosed with cancer. Now at this point, I got tired of like trying certain things. You know, a lot of times it takes those tragedies to make us really have a reality on life, that all these things that we keep trying and quitting and trying and quitting, like we do not have forever, and tomorrow is not promised. So when he ultimately did pass away, I moved to Atlanta to start my journey on entrepreneurship and not quitting. Okay. I got into the home-based business industry and I flourished there, 2 different companies at 2 different times. And in 2014, it was 2012, I wrote my book. Okay. Now I wrote a book. It was called A Vision of Freedom at that point. And the purpose, I wrote it specifically so that I could recruit more people in network marketing. Cause like I'm in an industry where a lot of people still don't like look at it as real business. You know what I'm saying? So like I was sitting down with lawyers and doctors and they try to clown me, you know, oh, that's not real business, or, you know, don't want to listen. So I wrote the book because the book was what would give me the credibility, the validity to be able to talk amongst these folks. Right. Thank you guys for the hearts. Appreciate y'all. And so, man, I wrote that first book, and let me tell you something. Colleen, it's Colleen, right?
Yep, you got it.
Girl, the doors just open up. How we doing? I mean, I was speaking at real estate events, bridal organization events, B&I. B&I ain't never want me to get up and speak about nothing and teach on nothing, child, because they thought I was trying to recruit. And so I was like, wait a minute. It's something here to being an author.
Yeah.
And I'm so grateful. Like, I wrote the first book the right way. And so then in 2014, well, between 2012 and 2014, I went through a crazy, crazy spell, and I fell into a deep depression. My heart got broken. I thought he was my soulmate. My organization started to fail. What else was happening? Jesus, my one of my good friends from Detroit, her name was Michelle MacArthur. She passed away from breast cancer all of a sudden. My grandma fell sick. Girl, it was like,
one thing,
Lord, I can't take no more. And I fell into a deep depression. And it was even to the point where I was trying to decide if I still wanted to be here. Unfortunately, all the ways where it's guaranteed, I'm afraid. Now I got a gun. Yeah. But I don't like touching it. You know what I mean? I'll touch it if I need to, but I ain't just trying to touch it. And then, you know, jumping off from buildings, I can't do all of that. So I asked God, please, like, if you're not going to make me brave enough to leave, make me brave enough to stay. And I said, what do you want me to do? And so I got into coaching. I honestly never wanted to be a coach. I never wanted to. I used to like, don't call me no coach.
No, trust me, I
like
so understand that feeling.
I always felt like I don't know why I didn't realize that as a coach, you are in control of how you allow people to work with you. I never thought about it like that. So I started teaching people how to write books. Now I leave an industry where I had made over multiple six figures in network marketing in a 12-month time period. Right. And everybody thought I was crazy. Colleen, they was talking about your girl. They was calling me cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But I knew that I asked God for this, so God would not steer me in the wrong direction. So I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. So fast forward to today, we've helped more than 5,000 people, and I see some of my clients and students. Amazing. You see right there, Angel Wright, LLC.
Yes, I see it. Hey, Angel.
She wrote a book through us, but she also now helps people write books. So that's another thing.
Love it.
I'm not that girl who's like, if I teach you how to write books, then you can't do it. I feel like if this is what you feel you've been called to do, the only thing that I don't like is when somebody gets into the industry and they don't take the time to perfect it as much as I have and try to do everything that I do. I feel like it's disrespectful. So if you want to get into the book writing world, you got to know how to do it all. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, honey, so that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
Well, yeah, I mean, you've lived it. You've lived it. I mean, helping 5,000 people to birth their book is absolutely phenomenal. It's phenomenal. So for someone that is watching tonight, raise your hand. I want to write a book. I'm sitting on it. I don't know what to do. I don't know. If you are a person that they're thinking about writing a book, we want to know if you're in the room. So let's speak to that person who is just getting started, thinking about it, considering it, you know, all this stuff. Where do they start? We see the hands going up. We see hands going up. Where should that person start with their journey of writing a book?
Okay. So now I know a lot of people are going to be like, ooh, Taria, what? Wait a minute. Okay. So the first thing is that when you make a decision to write a book, and I know this is going to sound crazy, y'all, because I'm pretty sure every single one of y'all are going to say, Taria, I got a story to tell, right? This is what I always get. Most people say, oh, I need to tell my story because everybody need to know my story. Well, the truth of the matter is everybody has a story. But I want you to think about it like this, and let me show you how to turn a portion of your life into value. I want you to think about that person who is sitting on the end of the bed right now. Just visualize the person, whether it's a female, a male. Visualize like what they look like. Are they black? Are they white? Are they Asian? Are they young? Are they old? Are they married? Are they single, pregnant, not pregnant? I want you to think about them sitting on the edge of the bed and they just got this news and they are at the enough is enough moment. Whatever that specific situation is. Somebody broke up with them, and it's typically 4 different areas where you can kind of hone it in. It's either in a relationship, it's something with finances, health and wellness, or spirituality. That area where you feel compelled and drawn to is what you write about. So for example, when I went through depression, I actually wrote a book about it. I wrote a book about it, but I don't want to like be a life coach or anything like that. So I actually give it away for free, the ebook, right? Talking to those of you guys who want to get into the space of speaking and coaching, or you want to be able to grow your business. You might be selling massage oils or aromatherapy oils. Well, you need to center a story around that and think about the person who's going through whatever their enough is enough moment. So that's the first thing I want you to think about. Who is the reader and what are they dealing with? Because you want to create a book that when they see the title, they say, oh, I need it. Right?
Come on.
So I just
it.
came out with a book that's called Don't Go Broke Trying to Be a Business Owner. Colleen, I can literally sit that book down on the table and walk away, and I promise you, people will keep picking it up. Everybody wants to buy it because the title is very specific. Yes. Does that make sense? Now, the second thing, you got to know what it's going to do for you. So, like, when you write this book, how is it going to help you? How is it going to change your life? How is it going to impact you? Not just the reader, but how is it going to impact you? What I mean by that, for example, like, am I going to use this book to get more people into my coaching program? Am I going to use this book to be able to speak on more stages? Do I want to maybe get in front of more colleges? A lot of times people that write books, they never take the time to plan out what happens for you. I met this one guy, and hello to everybody. Hey, Atia, and hello, Mrs. Tyler. And Kiki, I'm sorry, I like to make sure. And Isabel's actually one of my business partners as well, and she helps people to write books too. So you got to think about it like this, right? So what was I saying? I forgot. Oh, I was thinking about
what it's going to do for you.
Okay, what it's going to do for you.
That's number 2.
Yeah, number 2. But I forgot about my track of thought. It's okay. That's okay. I talk about this so much. I could just make something else up. So anyways, as I was saying, you got to figure out what the book is going to do for you, right? So for example, when it was this, I know what I was talking about. This guy I had met, right? He wrote a book about how he was not going to pay for his kids' college tuition. It was very controversial. But see, what he taught is a technique called neuro-linguistic programming, right? He teaches this thing, right? Now, the reason why he wrote this book that was kind of talking about how he's not, because it's a type of NLP, but because it was so controversial, it got him on the news. He specifically wrote that book so he could get on major platforms. And it don't matter what the book is about. If you on the news, if you on CNN and ABC and the Today Show and all that stuff, honey, you put that out there and I was on this show, they wants to know what you're doing, right? Exactly. So you got to understand, like, how is the book going to help you, right? Of course, we can get into more technicalities, but I think that's the most important part. A lot of people do not plan the purpose of their book, which is why you've got 80% of most authors. Let me tell you, you know how much 80% of most authors make?
Oh, Lord, I'm scared.
$6,000 to $8,000 a year. Now, what are we going to do with that?
Nothing. Go back to the drawing board.
Right. And you didn't put all this work into that book to only make 10 grand. Okay.
Go back to the drawing board. But yeah, I love that. I love that. Going into it, making sure that you have a purpose and a plan, understanding your target audience, what the purpose of the book is designed to do for the reader and what it's designed to do for you. I absolutely love that. What about somebody that says, I'm not a writer. I'm not a writer. I'm not a writer. I'm not a writer. You know, I have a story. I'm a speaker, I'm this, I'm that, but one thing I'm not is a writer. Can you speak to that individual and let them how they too can still have a book and be an author? Absolutely. I always say I'm not a writer either. I'm a businesswoman. I wrote my first book so I could recruit more people into my business. That's the only reason why. If I would have never been played, like if the dude, like I had sat down for lunch and the dude clowned me when I was like, oh, I'm selling coffee. And he was like, ugh. If he would have never did that, I probably would have never wrote the book. So I'm one of them. I'm a red personality type of girl. So like, if you try to play me, yeah, I'm about to figure out so that you can know, right? Wrong too. About to prove you all the way wrong. Exactly. So this is the deal, y'all. We're not asking you to write a Harry Potter. You know, we're not talking about writing the next Lord of the Rings. We're talking about writing about something that you have experience in, okay? Now, the great thing is there's different ways that you can actually create your book. And it's honestly, it's kind of like, even when I talk to people that are getting into public speaking, it's really about for being prepared and planning it out. So if you really learn how to create the foundation, which are your chapters and your sub-chapters,
And again, you know the purpose. You know exactly, hey, Joanne, reading this book, like you've named the reader. You know her challenges. You know her struggles. When you make a connection to the reader, it makes it easier for you to create the content. Remember, you're not writing this so that you can be the best storyteller. You're talking about stuff that you know about, okay? Right. So listen, if y'all trying to get to this bread, and nobody got time for excuses, I'm going to tell you something about very successful people. They do not make excuses. They always figure it out, okay? They always figure it out. Now, we have, of course, in my program that we do, we have, what you said? Hold on. She said 6 to 8K a year. My kids eat that.
Yes.
Ain't nobody got time. There ain't enough money, right? But, you know, in our program, we do have ways where you don't even have to type. So if you're not even a typer, you can voice record your book, and we show you how to really do it. But it's really about creating that foundation, your chapters and your sub-chapters, like knowing how it ends, and then creating the content.
I love it. Now, for someone looking to start this journey, what should they expect to invest? What should they look at? What is a average price? What about timelines? Like, just give us a little bit of idea for those that are watching. What is kind of your norm and what you see happen in your program?
Well, you know, I'm gonna tell you this. I've seen people invest as little as $500 to people who've invested as much as $35,000. And a lot of people ask me, like, I remember I go to book writing events all the time because I am not in this industry to just play around. I am the queen of book profiting. Okay. So in order to be the queen of this place, I need to know what I'm doing. So I need to understand it all. You understand what I'm saying? So when I went to this event and they charged $35,000. And so a lady was like, well, what do you think? Because I don't go to events to try to take people's people. That's not how you operate in business. So the lady was like, what do you think? Should I invest? Because she knew me, but she didn't know I was doing books. I was like, heck yeah. I was like, if that's what you need to invest in order to get the book done, that's what you invest. A lot of us, let me tell you something. I said this the other day. A lot of times, you know what we do? We put time on the same pedestal as we do money. We equate time. We actually put it on a higher pedestal. We put money on a higher pedestal than we do our time. You know how I know? Because some of us right now, y'all watching us on the gram, but you got TV on watching something that's not producing an income, not making you, I don't want you to feel bad because I love movies and everything just like the next of us, right?
Right.
But what I'm saying is that we always trying to figure out, you know, how much. But I'm going to tell you this, it's just different prices. Now, my price points is definitely not $500, but it's definitely not $3,500. It just really depends. And let's just be real. Let's be real frank here. If you really needed to look it up, you could go and Google it. Like, you could figure it out for yourself. Now, the reason why you hire someone who is in the right space is because they can help you get to that destination much faster, right?
Right.
So, you know, we definitely have different price points. And what I will tell you is I do have a mastermind, and I'm gonna make this, and you just let me know when, but I have a special that's coming up, and I'm gonna do something special for your folks that are here today, and everybody that's watching this stream. If you're following me, I'm gonna give every single one of you something really good, you know, a free giveaway, a little voucher, something like that, hook y'all up with a little something. But it's a different price point. Now, I have met people who have spent, as if you were to say, like, how do I not get beat? Okay. I would say anywhere between a decent book, 2,000, between 10,000, 2 to 10,000 is going to get you a decent book. Now, the difference between me and many other publishers is I always like to say, Colleen, I'm not a book publisher. Okay. I told you I'm the queen of book profiting. So I want to make sure that you've got a book that's designed to make multiple streams of income. So this is another challenge. People be creating these covers, child, or these titles. They get emotional about titles, and you ain't getting no money, right?
Yeah. It's the same with business. It's the same with business in general.
I know, you know.
Yeah. It's just at the end of the day, it's like you're making it about yourself. You cannot make it about yourself. You have to be able to find that sweet spot, and it has to be something that people want. That's it.
Absolutely. Listen.
That's it.
And
what kind of wine you drinking?
We do, like, you know, we like catchy sayings.
It froze.
Like, you know,
is she froze?
phrases.
There we go. She's back.
Oh, you can see me? I don't know what happened. I was here. Ciao. But look, like I was saying is, a lot of times our folks, we want catchy sayings. We want catchy phrases and quotes. Listen, all of that does not matter. Simplicity matters. People are looking for results. You know what people are doing right now? They're Googling, how do I get over this breakup? How do I deal with the losing a loved one? How can I get a better job? How can I ask for a raise? How can I start a new business? How can I, get a brim hat like that? You know what I'm saying? Or make my own hats. Like literally people are Googling that. And so if you know that somebody right now is Googling, how can I organize my house for success? You can literally create a business, starting it off with a book about organization. And then in that, you talk about how you have organized your life and how that has changed you, but then you give people the steps, because the truth is that's what people really want. People are not, most people are not Googling the life of Taria Avant, not yet. And it's funny, you know when they're going to Google my life? When I can walk into a room and everybody knows it already. Like when I walk into the room and I got to introduce myself, that's when people want to start getting your biography. But until then, let's write some how-tos, let's write some instructions, and still live on forever through the value that you bring in your book.
Yeah, I love it. Hey, Regina. Hey.
Hi.
Yeah, absolutely. This is amazing. I love how-to books. Shout out to listen, if you think about technology and you think about the things that have blown up, it has been little simple things that have changed our life. Google's one of them. YouTube's one of them. Those how-to to be able to get on this phone and just look up what I need and get a majority of it at my fingertips, or it points me to the individual or organization that can get it done for me. Like that's everything. There are no more excuses. Listen, I'm telling you, I have been saying it like after the whole pandemic and about not panicking and pivoting. I have been saying it since March. Like we are going to see an amazing time of increase, because when a lot of people are fearful and pulling back, if you have it within your mindset and wherewithal to push in, you're going to reap. And we have seen our business more than double as a result of just leaning in and saying, hey, I'm showing up regardless. I'm going to stay consistent. I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. And so I'm loving your story. I'm loving what you're doing. I'm loving your community. We have a couple of our CEO chicks chiming in. Listen, y'all got to hit her up. She's going to give us some good nuggets and some links. I hear we got some links and discounts and maybe some goodies coming through for our CEO that are ready to write the book for her upcoming mastermind. So thank you so much for taking time to join us on our Chick Chat. I'll definitely be in touch. This was absolutely amazing. And so how can they all catch up with you? Hey, Coach Jen. Hey, Najina. That's one of my clients that's writing a book. She's working on the manuscript. Y'all need to connect. So we got to get, hey, CEO chick. I see all our CEO chicks coming through. I know y'all were on here just listening.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Put hashtag CEO chicks. I want to see who the CEO chicks are.
Come on now. Y'all better come through with them blue hearts. Don't play with it.
Yes. Okay, blues. Come on. I need me a CEO chick shirt.
I'll send you one. I'll send you one.
Okay, and send me your book too. Listen.
Yes.
Okay, so let me tell you something else too. I want to just let everybody else know. Even if you already have a book, I have two sides. So that's why when I say I'm the queen of book profiting, some people come to me and they want to know, how can I promote my book better? How can I profit from my book better? How can I get my book to perform? Well, I'm going to give you guys one little tip. Can I give them one tip? I know you said let me get the link and stuff, but can I give them one little tip? Everybody, y'all got pen and paper? This is about to blow you away. Let me show you a little tip of how you can actually promote your book for success and get in front of the right people. So one of the things that I have is my monthly membership program called Book Profits Club. Okay, but you don't even have to be in it. You can just Google it. You can look up different, let's just say podcasts, right? Say you want to look up some of the top podcasts, that are connected to your target audience, right? Now let's just, for example, say top Black podcasts out there, right? Now, what you can do, guys, is, because listen, all exposure is good exposure, even if it's just one person, because you never know who's listening, okay? You go and reach out to the people who are doing that podcast, whoever the podcast person is. Now, before you pitch yourself, say, hey, I would like to know your address. I would like to send you a gift. I want to know your address. I want to send you a gift. Now, what most authors do, see, most authors write books to sell books. Book money is no money. It's you write a book to sell. Are you listening to me, y'all? Most authors write a book to sell books, but you should write a book to sell. So in many cases, you're going to be giving away books too, because the profit that you make from your books should go back into your marketing. So if I am going to find some top podcasts that have hundreds of listeners, I might as well find 4 a month that I can reach out to and send a copy of my book.
Come
You
on
mail
now.
them a copy of your book with a nice letter that says, hey, and then you follow up with them, okay? You're going to ship it media mail so you can track all your mailings. And so you know when they've gotten the mail. And so you reach back out to them and say, hey, my name is, and I would, I wanted to know, how do you go about getting guests? The fact that you had the audacity, because most authors out here, they're not making no money. So they trying to sell every book they can. Ain't nobody giving away no good book. Now, if your
I
book
give mine
ain't
away
right,
because, and then they turn around and hire me, and then that $3 book turned into
come on.
a $20,000 package.
Holla at your girl. Yes.
So
where my sound
I
effects?
get it.
Look,
I get
I
it.
need to have a
I
sound
wish I
effect
had
now.
my wine right now.
Go tell them
That's
again.
how
Tell them
happy
again.
I feel.
Tell them again, because they need to hear what you say just happened. What you say just happened.
A $3 book turns to a $20,000 package. It does. It does every time. And just what
Listen.
you said, I sent my book to another influencer recently, and he shouted me out in his stories. And most of my readers are women. And I said, I want some men. And because he did that, I had several other influential men buy my book.
You better
and
go
then
ahead.
asked me to be on their podcast.
You
So
better
yeah, we
go
giving them.
ahead.
I'm glad you shot that. I dropped that nugget because it's the
honey,
truth.
we be trying to hang on to our little $15, whatever the profit gonna be, child. When you really, you wrote that book to market yourself. So that's one little tip. And all you gotta do is 4 a month. So the book costs you $3. You spend media mail, might cost you $5 total, or let's just say $10. That's $40 a month on marketing to potentially get in front of thousands of people. Okay, so that's a little, a boom for you, everybody. All right, now Book Profits Club.
Yes.
Book Profits Club is our monthly membership for authors that want to learn more about promoting, profiting, and getting their books to perform, because of course there's more different things. We've got media lists, we've got top podcasts, and all types of stuff. So if you go to bookprofitsclub.com, that's where you can go. But the book writing mastermind, so that's going to be on the 21st. And what I'm going to do for all of your folks that are watching, I'm going to do 50% off. Okay.
Yes.
But I ain't done yet. I'm going to do 50% off for everybody that joins in today. But I'll give y'all, what's today? Friday. I'll give y'all to Monday. Okay, I know we got to get our coins together. Matter of fact, I'm going to give a couple of links. Thank you so much, Isabel.
Isabel ready.
Isabel on it. That's my partner. I want to also teach you guys how to make money right now. What if I told you I could teach you a technique that'll help you to make some money today, literally today? I've got people that follow this training and they make money immediately. If you go to make1000today.com, make1000today.com, that's the free training. So you go to that website so you can make your coin. Then you get started by going to the Book Writing Success Mastermind, where we will go over in detail more things. We're going to be together for a full day on the 21st. And then for everybody who does that by Monday, I'm also going to give you 60 days free to Book Profits Club. Okay. Literally, I'm giving you guys a $150 value. Okay. Right now. So if y'all plug in, all you have to do is go to bookWritingSuccess.com, bookWritingSuccess.com. BookWritingSuccess.com is where you go. BookWritingSuccess.com. Again, bookWritingSuccess.com. And then all y'all that are following me, if you just hit me in the DM with your email address, I'm also going to send everybody, I don't know, I'm trying to decide if I should give y'all a 3-night hotel voucher, because I feel like y'all getting itchy. Y'all want to go travel, but I don't know if we're going to travel too much. Listen, I was in Atlanta, Colleen. It's Wild Wild West in Atlanta. Y'all know I lived in Atlanta for 10 years, so I can talk about it. It's a Wild Wild West out there, okay?
I lived between. I went between Atlanta and Orlando for years.
Ooh, oh yes. I used to take that drive.
I will be back there next month. I will be back there next month. They turning up right now.
Girl, it is crazy. Like some of my favorite restaurants have turned total ratchet. I just was like, what the hell happened here? Like, what is going on? But there's still some good restaurants and hotels. But I'm just letting y'all know it's crazy. But I could do the 3-day, or what I'll do is I'll give you guys a voucher for a free tablet. Okay, you'll get a free tablet, 7-inch tablet. So all you got to do is hit me in the DM with your email address, but you must be following me. And you need to be following CEO Chicks as well.
Come on,
So I'm going
bro.
to check to see if you following both me and CEO Chicks, because if you not following us both, you ain't getting
You're
nothing.
not getting
okay?
a voucher.
No, you don't get no voucher. Okay.
This is awesome. I can talk to you all night. I can talk about making money all night, too.
Girl,
make sure
please,
you guys go
right?
to bookWritingSuccess.com. Check it
Yes.
out. Mosers, check it out. Yes, all of our CEO Chicks for sure. Check it out. Mastermind coming up the 21st. You got it all there. And it was also, one more time, make$1,000today.com.
Yes.
DM her if you missed it. And this is going to be on our wall. We put our Chick Chats up on our wall. I tagged her. So make sure you follow her, show her some love. And listen, let's get this bag. We have a legacy to leave.
Please.
We have a legacy to leave. We have a responsibility to those that are coming behind us. And so this is how we do it. We put it to action. So thank you again, beautiful, for being on. This was awesome. I enjoyed you.
Thank you for having me. And I hope y'all enjoyed it as well. I can't wait
Yes.
for everybody to pull up on us.
Yes, I'll get your information and send some goodies to you. All right. Love you. God bless. Thanks, ladies. Have a good night. See you next time.